The following program is brought to you by Pizza Productions.
Oh, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to an all-new episode of the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast, Survivor Series 2018 edition review. Oh man, I apologize for getting this one out a little late here for all you motherfuckers. Obviously, we had the NXT War Games review that we released on Saturday, and then you would have expected normally to receive the Survivor Series review last night. But unfortunately, first off, I'll go ahead and apologize for the length and the review quality of the NXT War Games review to anybody out there that, sat there and listened to all 8 minutes of that. Dude, I ate a fucking, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I basically feel like I've been incapacitated the last couple days. I haven't really talked about it on the podcast yet. I'll get it more into detail this week on the actual, episode of the podcast that no one listens to. Episode 75 dropping Thursday, motherfuckers, by the way. Fucking 75 episodes. Jeez. It's fucking crazy. We're already that far in. Fuck, guys, I ate a fucking edible. I ate a pot brownie on Friday night, dude, and I lost my shit, dude. Anybody out there that's experienced I guess what's called a green out, it was pretty fucking intense, guys, and I was pretty much incapacitated most of Saturday. So that 8-minute review is basically me with a fucking weed hangover. I mean, I basically woke up fucking high at 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. What the fuck happened after I pieced everything together, dude? It's I quit drinking 2 fucking years ago, guys. I don't get wasted, okay? This isn't something that I normally, do in my fucking life or anything. It's not like I wake up, oh shit, what fucking happened? I mean, I've had those mornings and I've had those nights, but I don't fucking have to deal with that anymore because I quit fucking drinking. And, yeah, so I mean, I just celebrated 2 years of no tobacco whatsoever. So I was like, oh fuck it, let's make some brownies because I had some fucking dry sift rosin that I'd been saving. So I made what I only ate fucking a half a fucking brownie, dude. I thought I was being cool and not cool, but I was cool in the sense of all right, let's eat half of it and then see how you're fucking feeling. I didn't think I'd put that high enough of a concentrate in there to just get me wasted right off the get-go. And then I'm sitting there for a good hour, maybe half hour to an hour, and I can start feeling it coming on. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be nice. So I'm I quickly just desponded into this situation where my legs couldn't stop shaking, and just you Google the symptoms of greening out, dude. It's anxiety, paranoia. It's I had to basically walk myself through the situation, be all right, you're breathing, you're just gonna ride this out, you're gonna be fine. And just I basically just had to ride that motherfucker out, dude. And it was just a really bad trip, and it just wasn't fun, and it really just affirmed, I'm not one for edibles, guys. I like to take maybe a hit just to relax, to calm down, take away the day's stress. I'm one of those people. I'm not one of those people that I gotta get wasted today, it's Friday. It's it's fun to get really fucking baked and shit, but I don't need to lose my fucking mental capacity. I feel insulted the fact that I lost that much control. It's why would I even do that, consider that? It's I liked having control of my life. I don't know, some people are oh, sobriety, it's boring. It's honestly, for the most part, I enjoy being sober. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I can go my whole entire day with being sober and enjoy the shit out of it. It's just all what you do with your mind and, what you're doing with your day and stuff. But, in the evening time, again, it's not a bad thing to take a hit and calm down and shit. But, those fucking edibles, man, it's even today, I still kind of just I've had a short temper the last 2 fucking days. And it's just it all stems, from that. So I took a hit right before I did this, and it's the first weed I've smoked since Friday, being a Monday now. And it's all right, you calm down a little bit, it's here we are putting this shit out of the world, but that's what we do. This is the fucking the podcast that no one listens to, guys. We're fucking real here. This is real life shit. Albeit, like I said, I apologize for that NXT review. I was definitely not up to par in regards to my reviewing capabilities. I really enjoyed that show going back on it, dude. I honestly think that Aleister Black fucking the Tommaso Ciampa fucking Velveteen Dream match actually was probably, I think, one of my favorite matches of that night. Now that I think of it, that Gargano fucking Aleister Black match, it was fun, but albeit I think that Tommaso Ciampa fucking Velveteen Dream match was just a little bit better. War Games was fantastic. And like I was saying, like, we didn't get to the review last night because I was told also Friday before I went tripping out on a fucking edible for fucking however long that was. I was advised of some family concert thing that we were to be attending Sunday evening, which we'd had tickets for months now at this point. I knew it was coming up mid-November. I didn't realize it was going to be Survivor Series fucking Sunday, considering all week I'm like, hey, yeah, guys, just by the way, I have a busy fucking weekend of wrestling. I have to review NXT War Games along also with the fucking Survivor Series. So, hey, just let you guys all know I'm busy both evenings. Oh, yeah, we got a fucking concert we got to go to on Sunday night. It's like, oh, great. There's no way I thought, like, I entertained the thought of, like, okay, well, let's stay up and watch the show. And then, like, we didn't get until 10 o'clock, guys. Like, I watched the first match while I was at the fucking venue. I was able to get through that. But outside of that, dude, I got to the Sheamus, the Bar versus AOP match, and I was like, all right, I gotta tap out. And like, I just came home and I watched a little bit of that Han Solo film. Pretty good for what I saw. Had to return that shit today, but it was okay. So I figured we'd pick up Survivor Series Monday morning, and then I would just fucking record the review later on in the afternoon to anybody that's listening to this. I mean, I always kind of find it stupid on my end, but like I never like. Whenever it comes to a podcast that I'm listening to, like in regards to review, if Monday Night Raw's already happened and it's a wrestling review, it's like, I guess sometimes you'll go back depending on who it is and just to hear their thoughts on it. But, it's like, whatever. Kind of missed the boat on that. But, hey, we're committed to dropping these episodes. As long as you guys are fucking listening to them, we're going to fucking drop them. So, all right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and just get into this card here. Sorry for going long-winded. And I don't know how many of you go back and forth between the wrestling podcast and the actual podcast. My actual podcast, we kind of focus more on, obviously, the life in general and just other shit. But this is obviously wrestling, so we shouldn't come here and just not get you what you guys came here for. So we're definitely here. I'm and again, I'm not prepared on my end. I brought up the wiki fucking pedia page and. Oh, there we are, results. I had to click on the sub fucking thing. We're using fucking Wikipedia for our fucking notes here today in regards to the matches and whatnot. So yeah, let's just go ahead and kick this shit off, man. We saw on the pre-show, which I, again, did not watch, but from what I hear, it was actually a pretty fucking fun match. It went 22 minutes, but we ultimately saw in what was the only win of the night for Team SmackDown was the New Day, the Usos, Sanity, Gallows and Anderson, the Colognes. They all won their tag team. The only like for a 2-hour show, and this is the only match, albeit a 22-minute match, like, so there's a little too much panel in there, man. A little too much fucking review videos. It's like the same shit we've seen. It's like anybody that's actually spending time watching the pre-show is like, you're obviously either doing your job or you just got a lot of time on your fucking hands, I guess. But again, it seemed like it was a fairly fun match in there. There was a German suplex spot where I think it was Chad Gable gave one of the Usos a fucking German suplex, like out of the ring off the top rope, like into the other wrestlers, and I was like, that's pretty fucking amazing. Like, that's pretty fucking cool. So we kicked off the main portion of the show with Team Raw, the women's portion of the Survivor Series, the 5-on-5 elimination matches. We saw Team Raw taking on Team SmackDown. Apparently there was also a bunch of shit which I was completely I wasn't, excuse me, I wouldn't say I was like fucking confused or anything, but like, I mean, albeit it was pretty straightforward once you figured it out. But like they made a bunch of changes on the pre-show and shit. So Sasha Banks and fucking Bayley were added to Team Raw as Ruby Riott and Natalya weren't getting along. And then Naomi was named the captain of Team SmackDown, obviously with Charlotte not on the 5-on-5 women's match or anything like that there. I'll and again, albeit I watched this match like kind of on the go in a sense, so it's not like I was paying the closest of attention, but it seemed kind of the first half of this fucking pay-per-view, I wasn't really into that much in regards to the matches themselves. They were just kind of there to, start the match and end the match, I guess. I don't know. I just, I kind of was like, Naomi got pinned within like fucking seconds. It kind of seemed like I wasn't, again, Carmella was gone before I knew it, fucking all these people kind of just like were gone quick fashion. The match only went 18 minutes and 50 seconds. I think obviously Nia Jax winning, that's kind of probably your obvious bet there regarding the situation, considering she's in line for a Raw Women's title match here coming up shortly. I assume we may find out that direction here tonight on Raw. Oh, well, obviously we're going to find the direction. I mean, what the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, again, SmackDown lost every fucking match, dude. I kind of like that aspect, just in the sense of like, every year it's close, tie, it's a tie. Now the main event's the tiebreaker, and like it's fairly fucking predictable in a sense. So just seeing like Raw get the clean sweep on the evening, it wasn't necessarily the worst thing in terms of like, booking in regards to my opinion, at least. I didn't think it was the fucking worst or anything. But again, you saw Nia Jax eventually go over Asuka. I thought it was kind of stupid, Nia Jax. I guess she's playing up the heel character, but when she pushes fucking, what's her name? Sasha Banks into the fucking Asuka lock, and then Asuka fucking taps her out, and then Nia Jax just comes in, drops that big fucking fat leg on fucking Sasha Banks' fucking tiny little friend. Like, what the fuck, dude? So ultimately, Nia Jax is your sole survivor there. Fuck Nia Jax. I don't fucking like her. The whole punching, hand gimmick thing that she's doing now. It's like, oh yeah, you're fucking bad. You're badass because you fucked somebody up. Good for you, you stupid fucking bitch. We saw match number 3, Seth Rollins, Intercontinental Champion, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, the United States Champion. This match went 21 minutes and 50 seconds. I know on the preview of the Survivor Series card, I said that I kind of thought this match could steal the show. Definitely did not steal the show, and it's pretty fucking boring, honestly. It felt like they're just kind of going through the motions here. And not to say they were going through the motions or anything, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it felt like a regular match I would see on TV every single fucking week. There was no like real, it wasn't like, I mean, they kind of you keep hearing, like, and obviously was what we saw, people kind of reacted to the near falls here and there, but obviously there was never any like true thought that, Seth Rollins was in any fucking sort of trouble. I mean, we thought maybe Dean Ambrose would get involved. Obviously no interference from either Dean Ambrose and or AJ Styles in either any of the respected feuds where possibly interference was called for. So we saw Seth Rollins just basically defeat Shinsuke Nakamura, which later in the evening they had a backstage interview with Seth Rollins where they told him about Dean Ambrose and how he's going to defend his Intercontinental title match in 4 weeks against Dean at the TLC event. And Seth is basically like, yeah, I didn't give a fuck this week going into this match. Like, once I got here, I was actually, I obviously was paying attention and, had to get my head in there for Shinsuke, but obviously he didn't really put too much thought into it. And again, SmackDown kind of looked like a bunch of bitches tonight in regards to that clean sweep. But nonetheless here, I didn't really care for this match that much. Kind of disappointing, but albeit just that's what you get with a 2-week build, guys. Not a lot of people care. So then we did see the Raw Tag Team Champions, AOP, taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The Bar. This match sucked. It only went 9 minutes. I mean, it is what it is. AOP got the win. They needed the win. Obviously, the whole spot with Drake Maverick, I think just like everybody else, I groaned like a motherfucker. It's like, dude, you're portraying this motherfucker as like supposed to be a good guy fucking general manager on 205 Live, but yet he's looking like a little fucking bitch that pisses his pants because he's fucking scared of the Big Show. Like, go fuck yourself, dude. That sucked. Like that spot sucked, and they never need to do anything like that ever again. So WWE can go fuck themselves for that P spot. In the match that really got me kind of like, oh shit, because it was the next morning when I got to the, well, actually I watched the bar spot this morning. That's when I watched that. But the next match was Buddy Murphy taking on Mustafa Ali, defending his Cruiserweight Championship. Albeit this match only went 12 minutes and 20 seconds. this was a fucking great match, guys. Like, dude, both these guys fucking killed it. Like, just pulling off some pretty insane fucking stunts there, with Ali getting fucking pushed off the fucking top rope, like, backwards into the fucking ring barrier from the top rope. Like, that was pretty cool. The Spanish fly off the table, which apparently they've done that on 205 Live before, but again, I don't watch 205 Live, so it's pretty fucking cool seeing that. Like, I thought this was a really good match and really got the fucking, like, the crowd was, like, pretty fucking dead for a lot of it, but by the end of it, dude, I really think Buddy Murphy and Mustafa fucking got them going, dude. And like, dude, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, this is a real kick-ass match, and this is kind of where the show, in my opinion, really did pick up. Our next match, we did see Team Raw taking on Team SmackDown in a 5-on-5 Survivor Series men's elimination match. Ultimately, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley, with Baron Corbin and Lio Rush taking on The Miz, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy. I thought this was a really fun fucking match here. It kind of sucks that, you know, Joe got fucking jobbed out like a bitch fucking in however long that fucking was. But, you know, I don't know what the extent is there. If there's an injury, more injuries, or exactly they just wanted to, you know, push Drew McIntyre off. I like the whole story between Drew and fucking Braun. You know, Drew's like, no, fuck you, I'm the man. And Braun's like, no, fuck you, I'm the man. I thought that was fairly fun. Bobby Lashley didn't really seem to do too much in this fucking match here. Dolph Ziggler, you know, was kind of the workhorse on for his team and whatnot. The match went 24 minutes. We saw Shane McMahon do a fucking pretty badass fucking flying elbow off the top rope through Braun Strowman and through the announce table. Which again, you know, kind of the greatest hits from Shane McMahon. I mean, anytime you see Shane McMahon, you kind of can expect those spots happening. So, you know, ultimately, Strowman gets the win with also fellow survivors Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Obviously, Baron Corbin thought best to get the one up on Braun before tonight on Monday Night Raw, and where you know, he's gonna ultimately have to face down with Braun Strowman. I don't know if that's a TV match. I don't know if that's gonna be on TLC. I mean, like, one would assume they're gonna have to fill a card up for TLC. So definitely a possibility we see that there. Again, you know, SmackDown, you know, loses every single match here, so it is what it is, you know. Rey Mysterio looked fucking awesome in there. Jeff Hardy looked fucking good. The Miz did a good job, I thought, in regards to playing team captain and whatnot. Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio, man, book that for WrestleMania, Vince, or Triple H, or whomever is doing the booking, man. I'll fucking pay to see a Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor match. That was pretty fucking fun, man. So the last two matches of the show, second to last match, I should say, we saw Ronda Rousey taking on Charlotte Flair, in basically just a glorified, you know, not an open challenge, but just a challenge match, I guess. I don't know. It's not a grudge match or anything. Oh, I don't know. After tonight, next one's definitely going to be a fucking grudge match. Jeez, dude, this was a fucking fun match here. Like, I really enjoyed the back and forth grappling between Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. I thought they built this match very fucking well. The match went 14 minutes and 40 seconds. I thought we were definitely, you know, going towards a full fucking, possibly 5-star fucking match there. I don't know, man, but it was definitely, I thought, Ronda Rousey's best outing in a WWE ring. And I know we've talked her up over the months and shit since her debut. And just really how I feel that Ronda Rousey, you know, the best is yet to come. And that was last night. And Charlotte really upped her fucking game as well. Just like, fuck, dude, the women's division is fucking strong as fuck right now, guys. Like, this is just really fun. And then Charlotte apparently solidifies a heel turn and turns on and just beats the shit out of Ronda Rousey with a fucking Singapore cane and just destroyed her, dude. Like, you saw those fucking welts on her. Like, she wasn't holding back on those hits. Ultimately, we saw the crowd kind of turn on Ronda Rousey too, which I guess, you know, is expected at some point. But man, Los Angeles guys, you know, no love for Ronda Rousey at the end of there. It's all thank you Charlotte chants and shit, and like, you deserved it chants towards Ronda Rousey. And it's like, I love Ronda Rousey like reacting to it on the way back, like basically like fuck you to the crowd there. I thought that was fucking awesome. But yeah, this whole Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch situation. Fuck guys, like, I'm pretty fucking excited about that. I thought this was like a really fun match, and honestly, I would have to say that was definitely my spot of the night. I got to give it to the ladies last night there at Survivor Series 2018. Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair, in my opinion, with that whole segment, definitely stole the show. In our main event of the evening, though, we did see Brock Lesnar taking on the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar taking on WWE Champion Daniel Bryan in a match that went 18 minutes and 50 fucking seconds, guys. Brock Lesnar was in a fucking match, guys. Holy shit, sound the fucking alarm. Dude, this was just really great shit. We saw Daniel Bryan earlier in the evening. They try getting the backstage interview. He just gives him that fucking, that heel smirk, and it's just like, fuck yeah, Daniel, fucking kill it, motherfucker. So we saw him ultimately kind of like taunting Brock Lesnar at the beginning there, and then we kind of thought we were going to see like the whole, was it SummerSlam 2014 revisited with John Cena and Brock Lesnar, where fuck, dude, like Brock Lesnar hitting that first German on Daniel Bryan, dude, I got scared there for a fucking second, dude, like him popping off the fucking mat like that. I was like, fuck. I was like, you saw instantly the ref go over with the fucking hand, do the hand, make sure he's like okay, and I was like, fuck, well if he's fucking hurt, like they're gonna stop it right now. But obviously he continued, and hopefully he's doing all right. But fuck, man, this was a great fucking match, dude. Then once we saw that, with that kick, it was just like, oh shit, kicked straight to Lesnar's face. We knew there was going to be a comeback of some sort. And I really thought at one point, dude, that, Daniel Bryan had a chance, man. I thought this was a fucking absolute wonderfully, just a wonderful encounter for the first time. Seeing it for the first time at Survivor Series last night. It was, tonight. I want to see it again. Like I would definitely pay for a Daniel Bryan fucking Brock Lesnar feud. Albeit now Daniel Bryan being the heel and Brock Lesnar being the heel. I don't know when that's going to happen, if that's ever going to happen. But I'm definitely interested in going into Monday Night Raw tonight and SmackDown, considering the Charlotte Flair Ronda Rousey fallout. Also the Daniel Bryan AJ Styles fallout. I think that's going to be a very interesting topic. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose is going to continue. I think this weekend of wrestling was really well done. I think, like, again, like I said, the first half of the pay-per-view was kind of a little but, dude, it picked up with the cruiserweight match, in my opinion, and then just from there out, dude, it was lights out, dude. I thought the men's Survivor Series match was fucking awesome. The Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair match was fucking awesome. Brock Lesnar taking on Daniel Bryan was fucking awesome. That cruiserweight match was fucking awesome, if I didn't already say that. I'm pretty excited for Raw tonight, guys. So, again, trying to, make this a little shorter. I think we went a little bit longer than 8 minutes this time, so congratulations, Kevin Porter. You're not hungover on marijuana at the moment. Dude, yeah, again, super excited for professional wrestling right now. Yeah, we'll be back, though, this Friday with the Totally Necessary Wrestling podcast. Looks like, we're going to slow down a little bit. We don't have any I think we have maybe Final Battle and TLC coming out for Ring of Honor and also for WWE. Outside of that, though, I think we'll get the next couple weekends off here. So, all right, guys. Well, we'll see you on Thursday for the podcast that no one listens to, which we have a fucking awesome guest. Might as well just plug it now. We got fucking Jack Hennessy coming on this episode. Jack's like a local comedian here with me in Yakima, Washington, and he's a real fucking cool dude. He's like 10 years younger than me, and it was really cool fucking, bringing him on and, talking to him and shit and just bullshit. And again, because like I really don't know the dude and he doesn't really know me. So it's kind of like we kind of got to know each other on the podcast, which I really think that's kind of a cool fucking thing that we're able to do in today's day and age and shit. So, but yeah, check that out this coming Thursday. And then we got the Totally Necessary Wrestling podcast as well. And which, actually, obviously, I didn't even fucking think about it. But with having Jack on there, like, he's a huge WWE fan, dude. Like, honestly, I think he's a little bit bigger of a fan than I am. To tell you the truth, like, when he tells you the stories about the events he's attended and shit, it's just like, damn, dude, I haven't even done that. So, Jack's a huge fucking wrestling fan. And if you're in the local area, dude, we definitely encourage you to fucking roll out to our open mics every Tuesday. We do comedy open mic down there at Sports Center, which is a local bar establishment here in Yakima, Washington. 7:30 sign up, 8 o'clock show. Dude, we've been having a lot of fucking comics roll out for this, and here just being a small town, we only have the one comedy open mic. We're hopefully gonna have more as the months progress and we see shit open up. We got other shit on the horizon too, ladies and gentlemen. So, hey man, fuck yeah, dude. Smoked a little bit of weed. I feel like my temper's going away. I'm gonna go fucking work out after recording this shit. Yeah, fuck yeah, motherfuckers. Professional wrestling, dude. Fuck yeah. All right, guys. Well, we will see you later this week. Have a good night.